You are spending $30 a month on magnesium capsules. The plant with up to 5 times more magnesium than spinach is growing in the crack of your driveway. 300 million people eat it every week. And you have never heard of it because nobody agreed on what to call it. Every Saturday, a vendor at my local market sells a leafy green. He calls it lamb's quarters. The woman beside him, from Oaxaca, calls it quelite. A customer from Hyderabad recognizes it instantly. She calls it bathua. 3 people, same plant, 3 names. That's not a coincidence. That's a mechanism. And its closest relative sells for $8 a pound in every health food store. This video is for education, not medical advice. Consult a healthcare professional before making changes to your diet. They didn't erase it with a law. They erased it with silence. 50 names. 0 brand. And that was enough. A viewer from Spain wrote, "I know this plant as canizo. I have been cutting it as a weed my entire life. Not knowing is like being blind." That is not ignorance. That is the cost of namelessness. The archive opens in a Danish peat bog. 1950. Workers discover a body preserved for 2,400 years. The Tolland Man. In 2021, the journal Antiquity publishes the most detailed analysis of his last meal. The dominant ingredient? Chenopodium album. The plant you call a weed, 5,000 years ago, in the valleys of eastern North America. Communities were already cultivating this plant, not by accident, selectively, intentionally. At the same time, civilizations in the Andes and in central Mexico reached the same conclusion, independently. 3 continents, no contact, same plant. But here is where the story fractures, not into silence, into noise. In India, they call it bathua. More than 300 million people eat it every week. It is not exotic. It is Tuesday dinner. In the Himalayas, farmers call it betu, their essential fuel for surviving winter. In Turkey, it is sirkin. In Yorkshire, they called it fat hen, because the chickens that ate it were the healthiest in the flock. In Oaxaca, it is quelite. In Puebla, quintonil. In Mexico, a woman remembers her mother cooking quelite with onion and garlic, served with tortillas. She was a child then. She is a grandmother now, and she still remembers the taste. Same plant, same DNA, same nutritional profile. So why has it never become what quinoa became? Consider cilantro. One plant, one name the world agreed on. Today, a multi-billion-dollar global industry, supply chain, branding, shelf space in every supermarket on Earth. Now consider quelite. Same family of edible plants, same history, same nutritional density. But quelite has 50 names. Quintonil in Puebla, Canizo in Madrid, Bledo in Caracas, Bathua in Delhi, lamb's quarters in London, fat hen in Yorkshire, because the chickens that ate it were the healthiest in the flock. Cilantro got one name, and that name became a passport. Quelite got 50 names, and 50 names became a cage. No universal name means no universal market. No market means no investment. No investment means no research. No research means no recognition. The erasure completes itself. Not with a law, not with a ban, with silence. The market does not erase things by banning them. It erases them by ignoring what cannot be labeled, marketed, or scaled. In Spain, they call it cenizo. It grows everywhere. And until now, Most Spaniards had no idea it was the same plant their ancestors in the Americas called quelite. Some oral traditions in Venezuela suggest that during the colonial period, consumption of blado was discouraged, not because it was dangerous, but because the people who ate it grew strong. And here is the detail that completes the picture. Quelite belongs to the genus Chenopodium. Its closest relative is quinoa, the superfood that sells for $8 a pound. Same genus, same nutritional family. One got a name, the other got 50. But the plant did not wait for permission. It never has. This plant produces 70,000 seeds per cycle. Those seeds survive in soil for up to 40 years. Waiting. It grows on 6 continents, in sidewalk cracks, in abandoned lots, in the borders of farms where no one looks. It does not need your irrigation. It does not need your fertilizer. It does not need your permission. It designed itself to outlast every system that ignored it. 70,000 seeds, 40 years, 6 continents. It was never erased. It was just unnamed. The USDA nutrient database confirms what 3 civilizations knew 5,000 years ago. Chenopodium album contains up to 5 times more magnesium than spinach, more vitamin A, more vitamin C, more calcium. With fewer calories, many leafy greens contain compounds that block mineral absorption. In quelite, that interference tends to be lower. More of what you eat actually reaches your body. The leaves contain more protein than most vegetables. The dried seeds, comparable to grains. Modern science did not discover this. It confirmed what every grandmother on 6 continents already knew. One important note. Like spinach, quelite contains oxalates. In large quantities, these can affect people with kidney conditions. This is manageable. We will cover preparation in a moment. Now, the part that matters most. How to find it, how to use it, how to stop throwing it away. The most reliable sign. Young leaves have a white powdery coating, almost like flour dusted on the surface. The leaves are triangular or diamond-shaped. Irregular edges. As it grows, small green clusters appear at the top. If you have ever seen quintonil or horizontal at the market, it is the same family. Now, how to grow it. The secret to growing quelite is to stop pulling it. That is it. If you want to help, scatter seeds on loose soil and water at the beginning. Once established, it maintains itself. Cut leaves and they regrow in days. It is a plant that works alone. How to eat it. Use it like spinach. Sauté with garlic. Add to soups. Mix into quesadillas, stews, or eggs. The young shoots work raw in salads. The flowers, edible when tender. The seeds, toast, boil, or grind. One important safety note. Like many leafy greens, quelite contains oxalates. For most people, this is not a concern. But if you want to reduce them, blanch in hot water for 2 minutes. Simple. If you have kidney conditions, consult your doctor before adding it to your regular diet. No supplements, no store, no brand required. Sometimes, you just need to recognize what is already in front of you. You are not discovering a new plant. You are remembering one that was never truly forgotten. It was just never properly named. If someone in your life has been pulling this plant out of their garden, now is the time to tell them what it is. Share what they unnamed. What do you call this plant? In your country, in your language, in your grandmother's kitchen? Tell us in the comments, because that knowledge is the archive. Subscribe to the Green Archive. We excavate the knowledge they made you forget. Every file we open was closed for a reason. The archive closes, But the nameless green does not. It does not require a brand. It does not require a store. It does not require permission. It requires someone who remembers what to call it. 3 people, same plant, 50 names. Now, you know the 51st. The next archive opens soon.